welcome to the Ghost Encounter of the Third Kind podcast show. I'm back.
It's back.
Hey. I was missing for 1 week. That was too much, all the complaints you've had.
Cope with it.
Yes.
Didn't think you was coming back actually. We
No.
ran off.
I did. I nearly did, but I've been dragged back.
Okay. Has anyone got anything interesting this week to say?
Yeah.
Or
How is everybody? We've got a full team tonight, haven't we? Everyone okay?
yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Did the guy from Baldwin's Gate actually go into space?
Oh,
Doesn't sound like it.
no, he didn't go into space.
He didn't. Don't think he
No,
did.
no,
No.
I don't think he did. I'd like to speak to him, look him in the eyes, and say, "Did you go?"
I'm
to
asking
space?
why the hell he didn't take a camera.
Yes, I know. That's the only thing that's worrying me about it. I'm not getting down the flat Earth. That isn't what this is about. This is about if you go so high that you can see the Earth. Why wouldn't you take photos of it?
Well, why wouldn't you anyway? On a £200,000 trip
Yeah, 200,000
of a
pounds.
lifetime.
I'd be videoing it. Never mind
Yeah,
taking photos.
of course you would. I would do. And also, what makes me wonder is, with like the health and safety things, I've seen lots of videos, even space videos, of astronauts and a couple of women on the Virgin Atlantic, and the women have all got long hair and it's not tied up. Wouldn't you think a safety issue would be you got to tie your hair up? You not think, or is that just me?
For what
thought of that.
reason?
So it looks like they're all floaty.
No, I mean, for what reason would you think you got to tie your hair up?
Well, bouncing around inside a tin can, like floating around in no gravity. Apparently, you know, you float into something, catch air on something. No, I think it's a bit suspect myself, to be honest.
You think everything to do with space is
I do.
suspect?
Because I'm looking out for them things.
I believe that he did what he says he's done. I don't know why he would say that he's done something that he hasn't. Why would an 89-year-old man from Baldwin's Gate lie? For what reason?
Would you not take your camera
what's he
then,
got?
Marie?
Maybe he couldn't. Maybe. You're on about health and safety and tying people's hair up, but you're okay to take normal equipment on there. Wouldn't you think they'd have their own specialised equipment on there? Or can you just take your own Polaroid camera onto a rocket or wherever it is that goes up into space?
For 200 grand, you won't be able to take a sofa.
Your Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd at least take your camera up.
I should imagine you got frisked for something stupid, taking something stupid, but a camera,
What, like your fags?
Yeah.
Your back?
like your lighter,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But a camera, I can't see them stopping you take a camera on.
Yeah, can't
You're
take
back.
photos.
Just a thought, that's all.
You're back. That was funny.
Yeah, and India landing on the moon as well.
Don't know nothing
Today?
about it. I've only just seen it quickly on the news as it came out.
I
Was it on
heard
the
that,
news?
I heard that
wasn't
they
it?
landed on some ice or something. I know, well, everybody out there knows I'm a bit thick, but I don't understand why the dark side of the moon doesn't get any light. Am I right in saying
Yeah, no, it's
the Earth's turning and the moon goes around the Earth,
And it shouldn't-
supposedly, but the sun stays where it is?
yeah, but it's only the dark side because we can't see. That's why it's not. It shouldn't be called the dark side because it isn't dark.
So it does get some light then.
Yeah, because it goes in between us and the sun, supposedly. So we
That's
see.
what I was thinking. But they're saying that side where it's landed is the dark side of the moon. But
They
it's
called
all
it the South
ice.
Pole or something.
Yeah,
didn't
it's
they?
all ice.
Yeah, but see, that's just going back on thinking we're stupid. Because why would it be ice if it's that side of
They
the?
said it landed on ice, didn't it?
I don't know. I've only seen bits.
On the thing that I've seen here today, I don't know if I've seen it or heard it, either on the radio or watched it on the news or something. It landed on ice.
No, not all the pictures I've seen. Obviously, they're not real pictures, but no, literally they're not real pictures. I've seen one with the landing craft with the moon in the background, the whole of the moon. So it obviously isn't landing on the moon. It's obviously just superimposed, just to say, grab your attention. But it's just.
So before we get on to ghosts and stuff like that, proper paranormal stuff, just something else. Do you know what causes the shadow on the moon? Anybody?
Well, supposedly, it's the actual moon. Where if the sun's on an angle, people think it's the Earth, but it isn't supposed to be the Earth. It's the.
I watched a thing today on it because I didn't know.
It's the other side of the ball. The sun
Because
isn't
I had a
hitting.
problem with this. What I was looking at yesterday, I thought I'm going to have a look into this because how it goes round where the sun is, it doesn't make sense. All the shadows on the waxing and the waning on the moon. They reckon the actual shadow that goes onto the moon is the sun reflecting off the earth, which I didn't know. I thought that the earth was just in the way of the sun and the moon, if you know what I mean.
I suppose it would be at times.
Oh yeah, it would be at times, but you know when you see the moon and you can only see the crescent of it, but you can see the outline as well, can't you? And they reckon that's the shadow I'm on about. Sorry, that is a reflection of the earth, the water on the earth or something. According to YouTube, anyway.
No, I've seen something about that as well. Yeah.
Hey, I'll see you later. Something. Doesn't matter if it's boring.
I'll have a look on TikTok tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll look on TikTok. Now, well, the proper story will actually be on TikTok.
Oh.
Won't it about it?
The real story.
Yeah, the real story. It's all true, isn't it, TikTok?
I don't know.
It's all
I have
true.
no idea.
Everything is true.
If
Fact.
you don't know, nobody knows.
I have
do
no
you?
idea.
Yeah. You were quiet, Marie.
I have no input in this conversation,
Oh.
sorry.
Oh,
Well, how do you know all the answers to this? Aren't you fascinated by the shadows of what causes it? No.
Not really.
Okay, fair enough.
No. You know what I'm
You'll
like.
never be
you
a
know,
pagan.
You know me.
but it's weird about how they say about. I'll probably mess this up, but they say that the moonlight is warmer in the shadows of moonlight than it is in the actual moonlight, because they say that the moon
Lost now. Start again.
is cold light. That's why if you point a thermometer at a direct, when you go outside and you see the moonlight on the pavement,
Right.
if you measure that with a sensor, with a laser sensor, temperature sensor, it's warmer in the shadow of the moon than it is in direct moonlight. So if that moonlight was reflected from the sun or bouncing off the earth and back, whatever, then that light should, just by default, should be warmer than the shadow.
Don't know. I wish I never said anything.
We could test that though.
We could test
I've
that.
never tested that.
You've
but
got
I've
one of them,
seen-
haven't you? You've got one of them for your ghost hunting, Maria, laser temperature thing.
Yeah. Certainly have.
I'll have to do that then. I've seen loads of videos of it, but I've never done it myself. So we can do that. Watch this space. Exciting news next week about this temperature.
So, Marie, you're not very talkative tonight. When was the last time you saw a ghost?
Quite a while ago
Was
now,
it?
Nick. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I-
I haven't seen one for a while.
I felt a ghost or something 2 days ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I can't tell you what happened, but just take me word for it. 2 days ago.
At home?
Have you got any evidence of that, though?
No, none
Oh.
whatsoever.
That's it then.
So it didn't exist, did it?
It's not true then.
No.
It's not
Have
true.
a look on
then.
TikTok.
No.
Yeah, I didn't see it on Facebook. It's not true. It's not real.
Can you tell us any more about this? Can you tell us, if you don't want to say who, can
Well,
you
I
tell us
could.
what?
I could. I'll go on then. 3 nights ago, I was woken up 3 times. Once at 3 o'clock, once at 13 minutes past 3,
Oh.
and 3:33
Oh.
by my face. Oh, I can't even say it.
By your face.
Being blown onto.
Oh. Blowjob. Sorry.
That's why I couldn't say. I didn't want to say it.
Blow.
I just thought we'd have a
Yeah.
little giggle.
Yes. No, honestly. Giggle, yeah. I didn't have a giggle. On the 3rd time, I was getting a bit pissed off. with it,
Where
to
on
be
your face? Your
on my
cheeks?
cheek, yeah. Just blown on as though somebody was blowing on me. Well, you know, I wouldn't have minded that, actually. But it was like a breath on my face.
Yeah.
3 times.
Well, you couldn't have been as very deep asleep if... Because I'm not sure somebody breathing on my face would wake me up. So
No,
you
no,
must
it
have
was
been
like
quite... Oh, right, okay, like a proper...
It wasn't, yeah.
A hard one.
A hard blow, yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is what happened. Hey,
No, but the flat I used to live in.
you had a
years
hard
ago.
blow in it.
No, I didn't. But there was that. It was the first time I'd seen
Voyeurism.
spirits at the bottom of my bed. You know,
Yeah.
The story I
know the
tell
story,
everybody.
Yeah.
Well, in that room, after we moved out, the lad who moved in, he reported loads. Even now, I bet he'd still report he gets blown in the face in that room,
Yeah.
just like you've just
It was
done.
just like that. It wasn't like it was a breeze or nothing. It was a proper, as if somebody just, really did it.
And did your wife have any, did she feel anything or get
No.
disturbed or woken up?
She
or
has. She was eating a tea last night. No, I can't remember when it was. And her seat is right opposite the living room door. We'd never shut the door, living room door, and that's where the stairs are. She was eating. She froze. She said a couple of what's it words. She says, somebody's just been stood at the top of the stairs staring at me. And this was a couple of days ago.
Did she feel frightened by that?
She had a bit...
No, but I'm asking that
It shocked
question.
her. It shocked her.
I'm asking that question not because I'm saying was she frightened that she saw someone, but sometimes when people see spirits, sometimes they'll say it felt quite comfortable, or I felt frightened, or I felt, I just wondered.
Yeah, she wasn't very happy about it.
No, well, no.
So, but...
So it wasn't a familiar spirit.
That's
then.
what I'm getting
No,
at, Nick. Yeah,
I said, what was it? What was it? She says, I don't know, but it was somebody there. She thought it was a man.
Yeah, well, I've had a man at the top of your stairs, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you can say that you've seen spirit, but you feel comfortable. You don't feel frightened, do you? You feel in their presence, almost like.
It was weird. I think I told you, didn't I, about last when I had the bottom of my foot pressed as well. It's been shitloads going on over the last. Really, over the last 2 weeks, it's been quite busy. But I'm convinced it's something to do with that bloody guitar. Honestly, I'm convinced it's something to do with that.
Why don't you take some equipment?
Oh, yeah, I'll have to. It's all here, isn't it? So
Why don't you take some home and set some?
I'll have to see.
Keep
And if it is the guitar, then I'm going to bring it here.
Run your voice recorder for a night and stuff.
I've not heard anything like that, but it's just weird stuff. A few weird stuff. It's like, but that though, and especially on them times, which is nuts. But I think whatever did it was wanted to wake me up.
Yeah.
And then it was like you pressure like that on the bottom of your foot. That happened. I was just sat on the sofa, and it was really. And straight after that, straight after that, Lisa felt as though somebody put their hand on her shoulder. What's happening over there?
I keep hearing very, very faint, almost like an owl, like an owl noise, but the window's open, so I was just trying to figure out. So when it woke you up, once you woke up, what happened then? So, I mean, were you being woke up for a purpose? Was
the
it?
third time I just got up, went for a jimmy, and got back in bed, and that was it. Went to sleep. I don't know, nothing really, nothing actually. When I woke up, if they didn't wake me up for a reason, they didn't show me anything. Or,
No.
Do you know what I mean? So, but it was definitely, a real proper ghost-like, a real blow. Yeah. So, but I say 3 times within 33 minutes.
And they're all the threes.
Yeah, 3 o'clock, 3:13, and 3:33.
Yeah, some people believe that 3 is quite an important number in the paranormal world, don't they?
My lady buys everything in 3s. Don't know why. If she's buying some, I don't know. Buy a bar of chocolate, she buy 3 of them.
Yeah, that's just greedy. 2 for Lisa.
Yeah.
And one for you.
Or if like the decorations for a Christmas tree, she buy 3 of each.
Yeah.
Consciously.
Yeah. 3 is her motto is 3 is the number. But whether that's because she's got 3 kids, I don't know. She has got 3 kids, hasn't she? But
So next time she runs a raffle, I'll have number 3 and number 33,
Yeah,
please,
yeah,
Lisa.
yes,
Thank
that's
you very much.
Only when she's raffling off 33 cakes. So.
yeah. So she's like, watch it with 3. Everything in 3s.
Yeah.
Except for the shoes.
No. Oh, Jake the Peg. Yeah, it'd be interesting if you can get some equipment at home, especially record it, and just strum on the strings as well, and record the vibrations, see if anything comes through off that. That'd be interesting too.
Daisy don't like it. It won't settle with it in the room.
Is that when you were playing it though?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm playing it.
I'll be right.
Well, everybody goes out the room when I'm playing it. But I don't know if it is. Obviously, I'm not one for haunted objects, but it's just weird that it's the same time as that's come in the house, things have started happening.
Yeah.
I know my mum passed a couple of days before that, but nothing leads me to think it's anything to do with that,
No.
So that's not the case. So I don't know, but we do have a lot of shit off Marketplace. So it could be anything, can't it, really? You know what I mean?
Is it well played, this guitar? Is it like?
Oh, I'm ace, mate.
No, not by you. By the previous owner. Not by you. Previous owner.
I don't know. It's used, isn't it? I don't know.
Well strummed.
Well strummed, yeah. Don't know.
So on another note, changing the subject, I'll follow up on something we've spoke about before on here, was the lady on the aeroplane that freaked out. I think, was it this last week? I might be a bit slow on seeing this on social media, but she's put another video out, sort of apologising.
Do you think that was it?
But still not saying why. It's just sort of apologising for the language that she used and for disrupting somebody's flight, and which, okay, but still doesn't explain what happened, why she flipped out, what and who she was talking about, saying that they weren't real. So I just wondered what people thought about the video that she's put, that video that she's put out apologising.
I think she's either been made to do it as part of a
bail.
Well, she wasn't even
Hey.
arrested, was
There's
she?
a Chinese man as well that's seen the same, hasn't there? It's come
Yeah,
out.
well-
I haven't seen any video of that though.
I've seen a
He says he
video
has.
of the guy who was on that plane with that lady.
Oh, she's dropped a sweet.
Oh, so down there, she's just eating all the time with our face.
Oh,
I know
Faye.
absolutely
Faye.
nothing about paranormal. That's why I come for sweets.
Oh.
Cans of pop.
That's an airy sweet now. You just ate an airy sweet.
You don't have to know. You don't have to know anything, do you? It's just your opinion. It's just what you think.
We
and your
don't know
opinion.
anything.
I don't know anything.
We
I just
actually
come for the food.
we officially don't know anything.
And the companionship.
Okay. Anyway.
So you've seen a video.
I've seen a video of a man who was saying he was on that flight with that woman, and after she'd finished, and because they all had to get off, didn't they? He says he looked at the person who she was talking about, and he didn't say anything, but he just winked at him.
That guy.
I think you'll. Sorry,
Is that him
Faye.
in the
Yeah,
others?
go on.
If you finish that video got cut short. If you find the other video, he says at the end of it, and I'm telling you that this is a load of bollocks, basically. And I've just put the story out there to see how many people will watch and take it in.
Okay.
I think
I
it
think
was.
that's him.
I think it's the same one. Apparently, it came out that a lot of people, because there's a lot of saddos out there, jumped on the bandwagon
Yeah.
and said that they were on the same flight.
Shadow.
No,
It shouldn't be you.
because
Because
the same
why
happened.
would you come out and say you were somewhere that you weren't? What's
No.
the and that's these saddos, aren't they? They're just jumping on the bandwagon. There was one that came out and said he saw it was a bloke that was blinking in the opposite direction
That was
and
the same
all
bloke as the last
sorts of nonsense.
He said he
So
winked at him, but his
it
eyes
was
shut
the other way. Yeah.
But they did the same with that. Remember that disturbance that the police had, and they went to that garden, and they said they couldn't put the footage out of the garden because it was against.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, with the aliens
Yeah, yeah.
But
things.
that come after aliens creeping around in the garden come in after, and I don't think that was nothing to do with that video. It was
No.
just something that someone had made up.
CGI off
Jumped
of
on
it is.
That's the
Nick.
problem with all these UFOs and stuff now. Now it's acceptable to
You
talk
just
about and see UFOs. There's that many.
you just don't know what's true anymore. You watch a video and it looks 100%
Simpsons.
authentic,
They're true.
doesn't it? Simpsons is ace.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
These things look 100% authentic. There's loads of footage coming out of people seeing UFOs and, like you say, aliens in the garden. And what's the latest one that's come? The latest one that's doing the rounds now, like little pixie things, like little men running around in forests and stuff, and you know, it's just all CGI nonsense.
You mentioned them in Halia.
Yes.
Didn't call them pictures, did they? But
No.
the
Magic.
rest of them
That live
No, they were-
underground
they were
in the
tiny.
caves and
in
stuff.
caves, yeah. living
Yeah.
in caves. Said they were
Yeah.
aliens, but living in caves, little.
But these were like little men running around with hats on made of leaves and, you know, what you'd see on a fairy tale and kind of thing. It was just... Yeah. I think that video, I think it seemed very staged.
Hers.
Yes. It seemed very
She was reading
staged.
because she kept doing that, so she was reading off something.
And I think she was told what she could. Sounded like she was told what she could and could not mention. Because why, after all this time of not anybody seeing anything of her or hearing of her, would you come out and make a video apologising and still not explaining why?
Yeah.
That would be the perfect opportunity, wouldn't it, to say either I had some sort of panic attack, I had a mental breakdown, I had, you know what I mean, or
She just
shouldn't
apologised
even
for
say that.
causing the alarm, didn't she?
Yeah.
And what she's a language like to say.
I've actually I haven't watched it all. So doesn't she actually say what
No.
she saw?
No. No.
So it was a pointless
Yeah.
interview. It's a shame, isn't it?
yeah,
You know why? Because it was out there that since that incident, her and her family had not been seen. So obviously they've
I
got to put
remember you
something
saying they
out,
went missing, didn't they? Yeah.
or else people would be, another one gone missing.
She
Right,
basically
okay.
says we all have bad days, kind of thing, doesn't she? So insinuating it was just, but that's more than
was
just
having
a bad day, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, freaking out like that, huh?
Stopping a whole plane.
Yeah.
Don't know. I'm sure there's more to come than that, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't get arrested after. No, she might have done, but
Well, it depends. It depends what articles you believe, because some say she was arrested, others say she tried to get back on the flight once it was ready for takeoff again. Well, she wouldn't be able to do that if she'd been arrested, would she? So,
And you
I
wouldn't
don't
want
know.
to get back on anyway, would you? If you'd
Why
seen
would
what
you?
you'd seen. So,
but they did put a whole new flight crew on. Now, some people read into that as well. That's a bit strange in itself. But then others are saying, well, that's just standard if a crew have dealt with something that's been quite traumatic, and they take that crew off and put a fresh load on. And so I guess it depends what you want to believe in and what you read. There's so much out there. So.
yeah, definitely.
And then I think there was quite a few come out all at the same time, wasn't there? There was a Chinese man, there was another lady that looked like she was trying to climb up the seats, get on the ceiling and on another flight, and there was quite a few all kind of came out at the same time. So
The world's gone mental.
Yeah, I was just going to say how much craziness is out there.
It's absolutely mental.
I see just a fraction of it.
yeah, definitely.
Really weird.
Well, I mean, oh God, I can't even get my words out. Come on. Would you have preferred it 10 years ago when nobody believed anything? Or,
Still don't
or
know.
do you like it now with
Do they?
them saying this exists and whatever?
I think people did believe in things 10 years ago. I'll tell you what's made a massive difference is the internet and social media. That's what's made the massive difference. I don't think anything particularly's changed apart from anybody can put anything out there for the world to see and read now. Whether it be true or not. That's the big difference, I think.
And I'm not sure whether I like that.
No.
I like the unknown about stuff. I like the mystery behind stuff.
Well, it still is
It's
a
all right.
mystery.
It's all right
isn't
if you're a
Because-
reporter, isn't it? Or
It would be.
something like that.
I think it was nice in the days where you believed in things that you'd either personally experienced rather than just watch somebody else say it's true.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The days of having to go to a library if you were interested in something and looking at something, and only if you personally experienced something.
I like the idea of that, though.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I like the idea of that, But now it's so easy, isn't it? Just do anything now. I mean, you'd have fate, for instance.
Don't pick on
No,
me.
seriously, with all your conspiracies and all this.
I don't believe them anymore.
You'd have to go
I haven't
on-
got any
You'd
conspiracies.
have to go on rallies and everything, you would, to get all the knowledge you know.
I
wouldn't you?
don't know nothing anymore.
And,
Yeah, like how would, I suppose, don't know how long ago, I suppose it's more than 10 years ago, how would you get the knowledge that you've got now if it wasn't for...
haven't got any
Yes, you have.
knowledge.
If it wasn't for social media now, you know what I mean? If it wasn't for social
Don't know, because I
media...
can't be asking in the library.
yeah.
No. To be
And there
fair,
wasn't the information in a library,
you say
was
you
there?
don't know anything about the paranormal and all this, but to be fair, if we mention anything that's a bit dodgy, a bit of conspiracy, you'll know something about it.
Yeah, something, of course, yeah.
Don't you? You do, don't
Yeah.
you? It's fair.
My
to say.
dad was like that though, and
Yeah.
my dad's been dead since 2010, and he was 80 odd when he died. So
He was-
conspiracies have been going since.
Oh yeah,
I
they've
don't know.
always
It's
been
what you
going.
choose.
They've always
Like
been
you
Yeah,
going.
yeah,
say,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It's not a new thing, is it?
No, but I think
absolutely
now
not.
you could be.
I'm really
led down the wrong
interested.
track now.
I'm like really interested in the MK Ultra and things like that. Well, you wouldn't be able to get the information like that from the library, would
no,
you?
no,
No.
I suppose not. No.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm really interested, and that's true, all true. That's
Yeah.
you know,
But I think in the past when you went delving and digging into
aliens.
stuff,
That's another one.
Yeah, you go
you
delving,
can't get
digging into
much
stuff. You can
information
only
at library on aliens,
get
can you?
info that was written, can't you? But now you've got all these morons posting fake stuff. So you don't know whether you get bombarded with, and with all these morons that are posting all this fake stuff, fake. But amongst that, there could be something that's true, and you wouldn't believe it, would you? Now, I wouldn't personally.
I think what you've got to be careful of is it's so easy to incite people for an agenda. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, if somebody doesn't particularly like someone, it's so easy to put all these things out about someone, and before you know it, because our social media and the internet works, all of a sudden there's thousands of other people that don't like that one person.
Yeah.
And it's quite a dangerous thing, I think, you know. I think it's easy to incite hatred or turn people against particular, not just government, but different bodies and stuff, and it's so easily done, isn't it?
That's what it's designed for.
It's so easy.
Doesn't matter what you believe in. These days, there's always a left and a right.
An agenda, yeah.
Politics, bloody shape of the earth, bloody anything, absolutely anything is just
Put
divided.
the earth round, though, isn't it?
It was so much easier without it, wasn't it? Without all this social media. It was,
It's hard.
yeah.
I can lose hours just scrolling through shit, and I don't learn nothing off it. If I want to learn
But
something,
I do much prefer using Facebook and that for things like that and the groups rather than fake book and seeing what people have done at the weekend, what they bought themselves, and look at my new boat and everything. I would much rather go down the rabbit holes.
Is that a dig at me then? Because I posted my new boat when I went on
Your
holiday.
dinghy.
My yacht.
Was it one of them
No,
yellow
but
ones?
you know what I mean?
Putful.
You do know what I mean, though, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. Morning, Facebook friends. I'm just making myself a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Just getting the toilet.
Yeah, nice.
You know. Today
Anyway,
I watched,
don't get me started on that one.
Yeah.
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 I
do
know.
love the groups on there.
Yeah, I know. I just can't understand what some people put on. All the personal stuff, all the.
Do you know what
do you know what
is naughty? Do you know what is naughty?
Can't be doing
When in some of the groups that I've seen, people will say like, you know, oh, I've never told anyone this, so it's quite a personal journey. So they'll say something, and then you get loads of people just like laughing and putting. It's like ever lightly nobody says.
Yeah.
Nobody tells a story or for fear of repercussions like that, is it? You know what I mean? It really winds me up.
I'm on a few groups on there for, you know, paranormal things, whether it be evidence, photographs, or people's stories or whatever. And as soon as anybody posts anything, immediately there's 40, 50 people. That's fake.
It's fake.
That's
that
fake.
is, yeah.
That's an insect.
Yeah.
That you've doctored that. That's fake. And it's like, that's not what these groups are about. It's not. I'm not saying that they're genuine photographs. I'm not saying that they are genuine, but it's immediately shut down. Why are you on that group?
Yeah, why?
Why are you on that group? Go on a skeptic group.
Yeah.
Go on a paranormal bullshit group.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, but it does work the other way. If you know something, like I've been in a group with, and it's something like called Octarians or something like that. It's like a alien group thing, but there's people showing you these. They do look like a bit of a. They've got like a bit of a figure about them, but it's just the flare of the sun on the lens, and it makes triangle shapes and. Excuse me. And with different cameras, you do get a different shape. Flare, so if somebody who's really into it can look at the shape of the flare on the camera.
Yeah, that's what you call a discussion. What we're on about is how you get slagged off, shot down straight away, laughed at. Just discuss it. Just discuss it like normal people.
I mean, you know, to post on it and say, I've seen something similar to that, and on that occasion, it was a flare. Do you think it could be, what kind of camera were you using? Do you think it could be, is one thing, but to shoot people down and go, that's
Idiot.
BS, that's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, immediately,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's good to get
I do
the
think
face
you've got
as
lots
well.
of trolls, though, haven't you? That have got very sad lives and have nothing at all to do
Yeah.
apart from go around doing stuff like that.
That's all. Some people are like that. That's all you get off.
And it's normally people that haven't got a profile picture, and it's just a picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
is though, isn't it?
Otherwise, you'd recognise me.
A daisy or a flower on it or something.
Yeah.
Never argue with a non-profile picture.
I don't think I've got a
Have you
picture
not?
on my
you?
profile, you know.
Have you?
I don't think I
I
have.
have. Mine's a cat with a
I think
funny face.
I think
Marie.
mine might be like a sunset or something.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sure.
Generic.
A
what it is,
generic
Troll.
yeah. No, it's not generic. It's actually a photograph that I took.
CGI'd.
In fact, I think it's a photograph I took when we've been on one of our walks, Faye,
Has
many
it?
moons ago, with the thought
Oh,
of an
so
orange
almost-
sky, and
You've got on something, you've got a photo of you and Phil.
that'll
WhatsApp.
be on
That's
my
our
WhatsApp.
Oh, right.
That's me WhatsApp, me and Phil. But yeah,
Yeah, you can't have dual photographs on Facebook because that just tells a wrong story.
You can't have what?
Dual photographs,
Jewel.
like a dual account.
Oh.
It's just a sunset.
sunset.
Well,
Why are you shaking your head at me?
What?
What do you mean a dual account? What we're talking about now? Sorry.
on Facebook.
When they have you got two pictures of you and Larry on yours?
On my cover photo.
Yeah. No, on your profile picture. And
I can't have my partner on.
No, I'm not saying that.
What do you
Steady
mean?
on,
No,
steady
I
on.
mean-
When,
I
you,
didn't
when
mean
two
it like that.
of
I
you
mean,
have
what
the
you-
same profile.
Yeah.
So like when a Mr. and Mrs.
Share.
share the same profile.
Oh, no.
That's major trust issues, that isn't it?
Why would you have to have share one?
I don't know.
I think it's bad.
Do you know people that share one?
I know people
Yeah.
that share them. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know people.
Yeah. I don't think I do.
No. I mean, I have no qualms with him going on mine. You can go on mine, but sharing one, it is all football. I wouldn't want that on my Facebook page. Bloody hellfire.
That took a quick
Why
change,
are you
didn't it?
smiling? What are you going to say now?
I think we should leave it there. Saying them all.
I hate Facebook.
I've got nothing to hide. Have you?
Nothing.
Hey.
Absolutely nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No.
I'm too boring. I've anything to hide, I'm afraid.
Rolling Marie.
Yep, boring Marie. Don't go anywhere, don't do anything. Hunt a few ghosts from time to time. Do me podcast. Go out and eat some food with the hubby at the weekend, and that's me, done, sorted.
Sounds like a plan.
Easy life.
Yeah.
I put Charlie Chaplin thing on mine
Charlie
today. Did
Chaplin.
you see that? And it got fact checked.
What was that?
Deary me.
What was the facts that needed
It was a
checking
bit
on
of a
that?
rogue one too.
The only four, the first four were true, and he hadn't said anything about the 6 best doctors in your life, which were Friends. Oh, I can't remember what it was now.
Oh, so they found they came back and said that it wasn't right. He hadn't said something that
It was part untrue.
part untrue. How do they know?
Because he was in silent films, he never said anything.
How do they know? how do Facebook fact checkers
'Cause
know
fact checkers
that
tell us-
Charlie Chaplin never said that?
Nick will tell you the fact checkers are.
Do you know who the fact checkers are, Nick?
Maurice and Mabel sat in a freaking house somewhere knitting and watching TV.
They love Mark, don't they?
Yeah.
Fact
It's
checkers
always
only
Mabel.
came about over COVID lockdown.
No, but just tell me, how do fact checkers know that Charlie Chaplin never said a line that Faye posted he did say? How does anybody know that he never said that?
I've never heard him speak.
What?
His other ones,
nonsense.
the first 4 that he said were apparently out of some of his films,
Right.
but he was silent.
Just silent films, weren't they?
Yeah. Oh God, they've just got to do it, haven't they?
What nonsense. So they'll take a quote down because it's not true, But you're all right, troll.
Oh, they
You're all right, troll somebody and slag them off and cause mayhem. But,
yeah, they
but
didn't. They didn't take it down. They slapped a sticker on it and said, "You can either take it down or what's the other thing?"
What's it? What's it against? You
That's it.
Appeal, can't you?
I appealed against it, and then it gives you a list of 4 things why you appeal. So I appealed, and I said, "I think that was too harsh. The thing was too harsh." And they said, "Right, we'll see what's said."
So are you off it now,
But
then?
they give you the answer.
Off what?
Have they kicked you off now?
I'm at the bottom of the algorithm. I am. Right?
I'm surprised Mark hasn't been in Facebook
Oh, yeah,
jail
yeah,
more
yeah.
than
To be fair, I hadn't posted anything on mine since beginning of July. And I came back and they fact checked everything.
She's back. She's back quick on it.
There must be certain people on the fact checkers radar, mustn't there?
The
I don't think
radar.
I've ever.
Words and
Top of the
Is
list.
that where it is?
I
Certain
think.
words.
You have to be careful what you.
Well, I tried block loads of them. You know, you can block them, can't you?
Oh, tell me. You have to show me that later.
Block 'em.
Block you? Fact check.
Fact checkers,
What's the point in that?
and then they can't see what you post.
No, I mean, what's the point in having fact checkers if you can just block them? What's the point?
I don't know.
I don't know who they are. I don't think Facebook know who they are neither,
No.
to be fair.
No, it's quite bad because I go through some posts and they're quite gruesome, and then you get some that.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean.
I
So
know,
you get
yeah, I know what
you
you're
Yeah,
saying.
I've seen, like,
you get taken off for
explicit
for
things.
misquoting
Yes,
someone, just an innocent one.
Yeah.
And yet,
An
and yet
explicit.
you're okay.
Do what's it you
Yeah.
can see.
And
Yeah.
I get requests off Miss Thunderpants from bloody Brazil, and you report her and she doesn't. She's
I
still
know,
there.
still
I'm like,
there.
she's obviously fake. Why is she?
No Thunderpants.
Why is she
Yeah.
wanted?
No friends. No friends.
No friends. Just
Silent-
Been
silent.
on Facebook half an hour.
Silent
Yeah, she wants
movies.
to be
It's all
sort of
lip work,
She's following 7,000 people.
and she's lip syncing, literally.
Dude.
She's like, it's like watching a spaghetti western.
So if we
So
can
there
get,
you
so
are.
we get slightly back on track now. Another thing that's been a big thing at the moment
no,
is
not
the
that.
yeah
No, go on.
is all this about the books that have been written about the fires in what's it called, Nick?
Oh,
What's
the Amazon
area
books.
called?
Who are you? That place.
Is it Hawaii?
Yeah.
Is it Maui?
Yeah, in
Maui?
Hawaii. Yeah.
And there's lots of videos out there saying, you know, this was published 2 days after the fire started, and how do you get a book published that quick? And there's about 2,
AI
3,
apparently,
4
isn't it?
of them. Yeah, and we've had a quick look into that, and apparently these books, that there's software. I'm sure you told us about it a long time ago, actually, Nick, where you can just put sort of keywords in, and it'll write an essay, it'll write you a poem, it'll write
AI into
Yeah.
that
Chatbot thing.
yeah. So apparently these books, obviously you can't get hold of a hard copy because they've not been published in that manner, because that would be impossible in 2 days. But apparently they've been written by AI and just sold like Kindle editions and like, you know, digital editions on Amazon. And I think you said, Faye, didn't you? It's all over YouTube at the moment, saying it's a big thing,
Yeah,
getting
and the
these
adverts,
AIs
Yeah.
to write something
been
for
a while,
you,
that has,
and then
yeah.
you're selling it and making money on it off Amazon.
But why would you want to
So-
buy one like that 2 days after? It's not even finished yet. There would be no proper facts in there. There might be a few pictures, might there? But
Some people do.
If-
$2.99.
it's like that
Oh,
submarine.
I'll have a look for that for
submarine
$2.99.
job. There was a bloody documentary on that a couple of days after, wasn't there?
What was that?
What submarine's that, Nick?
The ocean bloody gate thing. There was a thing.
Well,
on
there was
that.
a doc-
Music.
There was-
Can you hear music?
No, I can hear a car outside.
Yeah, I can hear music. I can hear stuff.
I can hear
Yeah.
something.
There was a BBC documentary on that a few weeks before that actually happened, because it came on, I think there was about 3 parts of it, and it came on a Sunday on the BBC Breakfast News, about that submarine and taking how much people paid for it, and they did actually go down and they saw the Titanic, and yeah, the BBC did a documentary on that submarine with the same company, the same submarine, the same guy, you know, maybe a month before before the accident.
It had done 18 trips or something, hadn't it? That
I
one.
don't know.
12, I think.
Is it 12?
I think
12
it's
trips,
12,
yeah. Strange. it
So I don't
happened
know
with
if that
those
was
on.
the same documentary that they sort of just showed again afterwards. I don't know. But I remember being quite interested in it and watching it. And then when it happened, I was like, that can't be the same one. And it was, yeah. With the same guy. And
Strange.
so, yeah. So, it's not been our normal paranormal chitty chat, has it? We've covered everything from ghosts to Facebook to moon landings and everything in between this evening.
Yeah. Yeah, so we must leave it at that, eh?
Shall we?
Yeah.
I can smell your candle now.
Can you?
Oh. Rude again.
Burning down.
Why is that rude?
I don't know. You just whenever you say anything, you just
Nick
watch it
just
now.
thinks everything
Just
that you
everything
say
you
has got
say
like
now.
it's got like connotation to it of
Yeah.
some sort.
I don't know who's got the problem, you or him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Just thought I'd tell you I could smell your candle.
Okay.
That's well.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening again.
Yeah.
If you've learnt anything, can you tell me what you've learnt, please?
Yeah.
I'd like to learn the same thing.
Yeah.
And we'll be back again next week.
Yeah. That's it then.
Cheery
Any
bye.
topics, feel free.
Oh yeah, that'd
You
be
need,
good.
you need give the. I don't know what.
Topic.
I don't know what the co.uk thing is.
Contact.
Contact
at
us.
Ghost Encounters.
.org.
Or Facebook.
We're not a .co.uk or
Facebook.
.com or anything
No.
like that. It's,
.org.
org.
Yeah.
Or just come along
Or
on
Facebook.
Yeah.
Or Facebook. We've just been
Facebook.
moaning about social media, but we're on Facebook and
On everything.
Instagram.
TikTok. We're not on TikTok yet.
We're not on
YouTube.
TikTok. YouTube. Yeah.
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 If you could, guys, get onto YouTube and give us a like and subscribe, please.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. You can go on there, give us a bit of a share.
Yep. Share it, like it, subscribe. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.